This fall, we are celebrating 3 years since the King's Church was planted here in Lakeland, Florida. And we have seen the Lord do abundantly more than we could ask or imagine over this time since we planted at Lakeland Elementary School. We began with a small, devoted group who was committed to the mission and vision of seeing a greater worship of Jesus through declaring and displaying the gospel. Over the last 3 years, we have seen many be saved by the grace of Jesus. We've celebrated baptisms together. We've welcomed new members. We have seen deep, meaningful relationships developed in our church as it has grown and matured. We have seen our church give generously, which has enabled us to come alongside those on the front lines of adoption and foster care and to partner with others to plant churches. In all of this, we believe that King Jesus has been worshiped and that the good news of the gospel has been declared and displayed in and through our church body. Now, during these 3 years, we've been gathering on Sundays in rental spaces. First at Lakeland Elementary School and now at Union Hall. And while these have been great spaces for us in the historic district where we felt called to here in Lakeland, the reality is we have quickly outgrown our current spaces. We are out of room for new people to join us for worship on Sundays at Union Hall. And we are out of room in our Kingdom Kids to adequately serve our own families and new families who may decide to join us as this ministry continues to grow. With our heart to be in the historic district for the long term, our options are limited for a space that might accommodate our growing church body. Just as we began to pray for what is next for the King's Church, we believe that the Lord has opened up an incredible opportunity for us to acquire a church building that we believe will serve as the long-term home for our church family. In August, we went under contract with the intent to purchase this historic church building I'm standing in right now. Originally built in 1925, it is a known fixture in our city and in the historic district. This property is in incredible shape. It has a beautiful sanctuary, plenty of office and classroom space, ample room for our Kingdom Kids and student ministries to grow, and a full-size industrial kitchen. We believe that this building will allow us to continue to grow numerically while still remaining committed to the mission, vision, and priorities of our church. We believe this property will allow us to better serve our neighbors in this community for decades to come, and that it will be a catalyst for ministry both in and outside of its doors. Thanks to the generosity of our church family, we are in a great position financially to pursue this purchase, already having $250,000 cash on hand to put toward the building. With a purchase price of $2 million, we need to raise at least $350,000 by the end of the year in order to help place a down payment on a loan, to cover added expenses as we move into the space, and to remain committed to church planning and orphan care and other commitments we have made as a church body. Toward this end, we are launching this fall what we are calling the Chapel Campaign. There are a few ways that you can partner with us in this campaign. The first is by praying. Please be praying that the Lord would provide for our needs here at the King's Church and that we would follow His lead in this door that He has opened for us. Pray that the good work that He has started in and through us would only further be fanned into flame as we pursue this purchase. Would you please join me in praying for these things? Secondly, you can give. We would be honored if you would consider investing in the Chapel Campaign. We are asking for one-time gifts between now and the end of 2021. You can give online at our website, you can mail a financial contribution to our P.O. Box, and you can also fill out a pledge form on our website if you plan to give later in the year so we can be aware of this future investment. Be sure to designate your gifts specifically to the Chapel Campaign Fund. And then lastly, please spread the word. Please tell others that might be interested in learning more about supporting our church family in this effort. We can't wait to see what the Lord is going to do through this opportunity, and we thank you for your partnership in the Chapel Campaign.